Hey, I'm Leslie, and I'm going to make a video on how to store white rice for a long time, maybe up to 10 years, who knows. So I'll get into the video, and step by step we will know how to prep rice, and this is specifically white rice. And the reason why I chose white rice, because parboiled rice or brown rice does not really have a long shelf life. So I will get into the video. So first I chose my living room space because I needed more space. This is like 25-pound bag of rice, and I'm gonna put it into this bucket. So prepping is not a bad thing, it's a good thing, because you just never know when you're gonna need extra food supply. And this is why I chose white rice to prep, because it has a longer shelf life. So now I'm going to get into the video. This is a Mylar bag, and this holds almost 25 to 30 pounds of food. So as you can see, the bucket is properly well dry. So I'm going to put my bag into the bucket. I'm going to try to formulate like a circle, just to have it situated really good. You can press on it. So here I have my deoxygenated packets, so that it can absorb oxygen throughout the storage of the rice. And I would advise you to try to replace these maybe every 3 to 5 years, which will give your rice a longer shelf life. So let's get into it again. This holds 25 to 30 pounds of rice. So the first thing I'm going to do is to remove the packet carefully. Try not to damage the packet. You could just slide your nail in there. So we have to try to do this quickly. After a few minutes, it does get warm, and you don't want that. So you want to put it in there to the bottom. And now I'm going to try to empty some of this rice after removing all these threads. Remove it carefully, making sure that nothing falls into your rice. So if you look inside a bag of rice, you're going to see these little thread looking things that seal the rice. You want to make sure that nothing falls in there. So now I already have one of the packets to the bottom of the bag. So now I'm going to try to do this. It's heavy, that's why I chose my living space. I'm going to empty the portion of the rice, and then I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to try to put another of these packets, which is going to absorb any oxygen that try to get into your rice during the storage. I'm going to clean up my mess, so don't worry about it. So I'm going to set it in there, boom, and then I'm going to try to add the rest of the rice. Trying to get all in there. Still have some more. Okay. So now we try to fix it really nice, making sure that all the space is used up. And then you want to know why I'm going to put a third packet. These packets supports almost 25. Oh, this one is almost damaged. See, so you got to be careful trying to get the packets out of the plastic. So I'm going to use another one. This time I'm going to carefully try to remove it. So I don't know why it's made like this, but yeah. So carefully try to remove it. So I'm just gonna try to cut it open from this side. It's better. And now I'm going to set the third packet, which this supports, like I said, 2500 cc's, and I'm going to put it on there just like that. These bags already came prepared to seal, so I don't have to use anything hot or anything to try to seal the bag. Now I'm going to try to squish this bag a little bit to get some of the air out of the bag, because that's the goal, right? So now we're going to seal. Make sure you hear the click when you get to the end. Try to squish the air out, and then continue sealing until you get most of the air out, and let the absorbers do their job. So you make sure your job is to make sure and seal it properly. Okay, there we go. Now you're going to bend this bag, press it on it to get, you can hear that, to get most of the air out of the bag. Nice. That's what we want to hear. And it's okay to press because this bag is pretty strong. So I'm going to just double check to make sure it's sealed again properly. And I'm going to tuck it nice and neat in the bucket. Then I'm going to get my cover seal, ripping this off. Again, I'm going to clean my mess up. So when you're sealing the bucket, you want to make sure that you hear this click before turning. It's like a dial, as you can see. So you're going to press down really hard. Good. You want to hear the click. Good. Come on, let's go. Nice. That's what you want to hear. After you hear the clicking of the cover, then you're going to try to hold the bucket between your legs, making sure you get a firm grip, and then you turn the cover. Good. You can test it. So this needs a little more turning. Second, I have to sit do this. There we go. So now that we have a very firm cover on, the next thing you want to do is to label your product. So I have already prepared my label of what it is, and it clearly says white rice. I'm trying to get this out. Okay, you don't want to damage the label either. So you can put one label here that says white rice, and you may want to use a permanent marker, okay, to make sure that no moisture take the dates and the name of the product off. And the next label is going to have the date. Oh, let's try to get this on. I'm sorry. Okay, so there we go. We have our white rice, we have the date it was stored, and again we can go back and check our product every 3 to 5 years, and you can change the deoxygenated packets just to make sure that your rice has some kind of shelf life and preservation. So again, see you in the next video. I will be doing maybe noodles. So we're gonna discuss how to prep your noodles for a long time. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.